I got your fire. Those of you who have watched any of my other videos that I've put out probably have noticed that I have a sort of infatuation with fire. I'm not a pyromaniac, and I don't want to go burning down forests or houses or anything like that, but I enjoy a good fire. I enjoy cooking on a campfire, sitting around it. I love the ambience that it gives. I love backpacking stoves in particular. I've got a small collection of those. So today I'm going to show you my latest toy, and yes, it involves fire. This is a candle lantern. It's made by UCO. Now this is not pronounced UCO. You can verify that on their website. It is UCO. UCO. This is a USA made product, and I saw this on another channel and I fell in love with it and decided to get one of my own. This is not a review video. I'm not going to tell you this is the greatest thing ever or it's a piece of crap or anything like that. I'm only just showing you because it's a new toy and I'm excited about it. So I got on Amazon and found this, and I think it was about $25, and it came with the lantern inside, this neoprene sleeve that protects it because it's got a piece of glass in it, and an extra candle and a deflector, and I'll get into all of that in a minute. Let's open this bad boy up. Comes with a really thick neoprene protector sleeve. Put that over there. And this is it. It's a little teeny tiny lantern. The original lantern. It says established in 1971. That is a good year. I can attest to that. I bought this mainly because I like fire, I admit. But I was thinking it might be something interesting to carry on a backpacking trip. Just for the ambience of fire in my tent, that since I can't actually build a campfire in my tent without burning it down, and sometimes it's just too cold or it's too late in the night that you really don't want to make a campfire and sit around it outside the tent. So I just thought it was kind of neat. I would probably not carry this on an extended backpacking trip just because of the weight, even though it actually doesn't weigh much. Like I said, I'm not getting into a full-blown review. You can go out on YouTube and find plenty others that'll tell you everything about it as far as how to load the candle, dimensions, weight, blah blah blah. Alright, so this is it. This is the lantern. Inside this lantern is a candle. The candle is mounted here, has a spring that keeps it pushed up to the top so that it continuously burns as it melts, and it just snaps in there, slides in here, fixes in that. To open it, you just pull this straight up till you click, and there it is. It's got a little hook to hang it if you'd like. Hang it in a tree close to where you're sitting, maybe. I wouldn't hang this in the tent because the heat that comes up off of that might be too much. All right, let me show it to you. Let me get it lit. All right, once you light it, you pull up the little glass back up. I'm trying not to squeeze it and break it, even though it's really thick. There it is. It snaps into place. And that's it. A little candle. It's so cool. It's so cute. It puts off a fair amount of light. I'm not going to say it would light up an entire room, but I did carry it into a dark bathroom earlier, and it was sufficient for like a power outage. I would totally use this. There have been lots of people talking about how this won't heat a tent. I wouldn't expect it to. I mean, it's a pretty small flame. They say, it won't boil water. No, it's not. It's a tiny flame. I wouldn't expect it to do anything like that. However, I did put this little metal enamel coated mug on top this morning, like that. Now you have to be careful. It's not a very big work surface there, but with some water in it. I had about half full, and it will sit there as long as you're not jostling anything around. Of course, I've got it on a stable top here, a board on top of my stove. In a tent, I probably wouldn't attempt this because moving around would knock it over. I put this up here, like I said, it was about half full of water, and I was able to get that up to 130 degrees. I think it was about 133, which was quite impressive. I was actually shocked that it got that high. But this little metal plate gets hot. Now, it's not uncomfortably hot. I can hold my hand here with no problem. But if I were to touch that, it would probably burn me. Anyway, it will not boil water. It will heat it up to about 130 degrees, which is a little below what I would want my coffee temperature to be if I were making coffee. I did test that. My comfortable temperature for coffee is about 160 degrees. That's not why I bought it. I'm not looking to cook food or boil water with this. They sent this reflector that goes on there. Hooks right there. And it turns it into sort of a flashlight. What it does is it reflects it back this way so you have more light. Like, and if you were to carry this, you'd face that outward away from you. And it actually makes a little bit of a beam because of the way that's curved. Like I said, it comes with the lantern, the reflector, one candle in here, and then one extra candle, and then this case. Now, you can look on Amazon and other places, and you can buy just the lantern. You may not technically need this neoprene sleeve if you're planning on just putting it somewhere, let's say in a cabinet at home, just for, you know, a lights out situation, electricity out. But I do like that this was included in the one I bought, in the package that I bought, because I will likely have this in my vehicle when I car camp. I might be throwing things around and I don't want to harm it. But anyway, there it is, the UCO candle lantern, the original. They have two other sizes. One's small, uses a tea light candle. Tea lights, you know, don't put off a whole lot and won't last long. It's smaller. And then they have one like this that uses 3 of these larger candles. And it's significantly bigger. I think it's more like this. And you can actually warm food up pretty well with it. Not boiling, but I think it does warm it. And I think somebody has says it might warm a tent up slightly, or at least keep condensation out of a tent. That's not my purpose for all this. I like the bigger one. I thought it was pretty neat, but I decided I really didn't need anything that big. I like this one. It's a good size. All right, so to blow this thing out, you just blow down into this here. When it cools off, you can fold it back down and put it back into the case. You need to make sure that the wax inside is not liquid anymore, because if it spills out and runs down in here, it can gunk up the spring and everything on the inside. Well, there it is, my new toy. I look forward to trying it out soon, and I hope to be hiking in about a week, and I'm going to take this and just, because I'm going to be going trailhead to trailhead and sleeping in my vehicle. So I'm going to try it out in there and see how that does. Anyway, like I said, it's more for the ambience for the flame, or ambiance, if you're fancy. That top plate gets pretty hot. That is neat. Pretty small.